Welcome to the next day of the thingy. The thing that we've been doing for the last number of days. What is it? The advent of cyber 2023. Day 17, task 23. There you go. Traffic analysis. I taught a C2 tat. Well, okay then. We are done with the machine learning things, it looks like. This is a relief, honestly. That means I don't have as much to read, I think. Hopefully. I've already gone ahead and done the pre-hacking for this one because it's pretty much the exact same thing we had to do for yesterday. So we're just going to stream right into the thing here with the story. It's task banner for day 17. We don't get to know what's on there. Congratulations, you made it to day 17. Why, thank you. The story, however, is just getting started. There are more things to discover, examine, and analyze. Yeah, analyze, that's how you say that word. Until now, you have worked with multiple events, including prompt injection, log analysis, brute force, data recovery, exploitation, data exfiltration, suspicious drives, malware injection, account takeover, phishing, and machine learning concepts. Yes, there are tons of anomalies, indicators of attack, IOA, and indicators of compromise, IOC. Santa's Security Operations Center, SSOC, needs to see the big picture to identify, scope, prioritize, and evaluate these anomalies in order to manage the ongoing situation effectively. Well, that sounds fun. So, how can we zoom out a bit and create a timeline to set the investigation's initial boundaries and scope? McSkitty decides to focus on network statistics. When there are many network artifacts, it's a good choice to consider network in and out as well as load statistics to create a hypothesis. Hypothesis. That's how you say that word. Hypothesis. Now it's time to help the SSOC team by quickly checking network traffic statistics to gain insight into the ongoing madness. Let's go! Accessing the machine. Before moving forward, review the questions in the connection card shown below. Well, the connection card... Oh, there it is. What should I do today? Connection card details. Start the target machine. A split screen view iframe is available for the target. Yeah, well, that. We're not going to be doing that at all. We're going to be using SSH like we normally do because we are normal human beings and we don't like squinting at a really tiny screen. And even if we could do that, which we can't because we are, the whole blind thing. That's why we do this whole entire video series. So yeah, that's not happening. SSOC gives you a pre-configured VM for your convenience. The VM contains a fresh version of Silk. That's capital S, small I, capital L, capital K. Silk. It also has the required artifacts to work on. Let's start the VM first, then discover the assigned analysis environment. To run the attack.vm, click on the Start Machine button in the upper right corner of the task. The machine will start in a split screen view. If the VM isn't visible, use the blue Show Split Screen View button at the top right of the page. I wonder if there's like a macro they can use internally to just paste that out, because I have to read that out every single time. Learning objectives. Gain knowledge of the network traffic data format. Understand the differences between full packet captures and network flows. Learn how to process network flow data. Discover the Silk tool suite. Gain hands-on experience in network flow analysis with Silk. Alright. Here comes another info dump. Network traffic data. The network data is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now in this very task. Is that a Star Wars reference? Because it sounds like a Force analogy. Network communication and traffic are the natural behaviors of today's interconnected computing world. These behaviors represent a constant data flow of daily activities, including personal interactions and business transactions. Data flow offers invaluable network management, troubleshooting, incident response, and threat hunting insights. The table below highlights the importance and key benefits of each of these aspects. Network management. Configuring network performance. monitoring network performance, identifying bandwidth bottlenecks, and ensuring resource allocation and quality of service. Troubleshooting, identifying network issues, latency and connectivity issues, validating configuration. Validating and connectivity, validating, configuration, okay. Implementations and changes and setting performance baselines. Incident response, incident scope, root cause analysis, and assessment of the compliance aspects of incident and day-to-day operations. Threat hunting, proactive analysis for signs of suspicious and malicious patterns, not patents, same deal, patterns, potential threats, anomalies, and IOCs, which were like indicators of compromise, like we learned before. Also, behavioral analysis is used to detect intrusions and inside threats. Network traffic comes in... Oh, actually, I'm going to really quickly disable a thing that would make a bunch of noise. I just turned it off. Where was I? Network traffic comes in various data types and formats. Packet capture, PCAP format, also known as full packet captures, is the first thing that comes to mind. It provides a granular, raw, and comprehensive view of the network traffic. This format provides all possible data represented in packets and ready to investigate in format. This approach is also known as deep packet inspection. Therefore, it is an invaluable artifact for network-level operations. However, this intensive resource needs storage, processing, and analysis capacities to provide comprehensive insight into network traffic. In other words, while PCAPs are very useful, or PCAPs I guess we could say, are very useful for detailed analysis, they are not practical for fast analysis situations, and they enclose the actual point when large amounts of data needs to be analyzed. The data richness and level of detail provided by a PCAP format come from the payload it carries. At this point, it will be possible to speed up the process considerably by running the analysis process on a data format that doesn't enclose the payload data. As a result, it will be possible to process more data in a shorter time with fewer resources, leaving more time for analysis and decision making. Network flow data is a lightweight alternative to PCAPs. It is commonly used in NetFlow format, a telemetry protocol developed by Cisco that focuses on the metadata part of the traffic. In other words, it provides only the summary of the traffic. The details appear similarly to how call details appear on your phone bill. Once again, there are no packet content details with this format. This is why storing, processing, and analyzing this data format is easier than it is with PCAPs. It looks like this data format will help the team accomplish the task McSkitty assigned to them. Okay, a closer look at PCAPs and flows. Let's take a closer look at these two formats to see how they differ and understand what to expect from each one. Note, if you're still unfamiliar with network terminology and the basics of this task, you can always get help from the rooms listed in the Network Fundamentals module. Interesting, is this a table? Yeah. Okay, feature, PCAP, network flow, model, packet capture, protocol flow records, depth of information, detailed granular data, contains the packet details and payload summary data. Doesn't contain the packet details and payload. Obviously, I'm reading a table like sequentially, so keep sort of the. Actually, what I can do, I'll let the computer read this. It's easier because I can go down the column lines like that. Hang on, that would actually make this a lot easier for me to keep somewhat coherent. It's just easier. So we'll go through the second column, the PCAPs first, and then we'll go through the net flows after. That just makes it a little bit more convenient here.
Speech mode talk.
Uh-oh.
Speech mode off.
That is the wrong voice. Where's Reed? Where'd Reed go? Where'd Reed go? Let's see. That's Sandy. We want Reed. There we go. Or Rocco, whatever. Uh-oh. Well.
Speech mode top variant grandpa variant fast flow variant Glenn variant Rocco variant Sandy variant Shelly variant Reed.
There you go.
Speech mode off.
Have some fun with the different voices of this particular speech engine. I hope that was funny. Let's continue here.
Speech mode top. Edge
So,
of table feature.
These are the column headers.
Row 1 column 2 link PCAP. Column 3 network flow. Edge of table network column edge of table feature.
So
Row 2 model. Column 2 packet capture. Column row 3 depth of information. Column 2 detailed granular data contains the packet details and payload. Column row 4 main purpose. Column 2 deep packet analytics. Column row 5 pros. Column 2 provides high visibility of packet details. Row 6 hard to process and requires time and resources to store and analyze encryption is an obstacle.
that's cons.
Column 1 cons. Row 7 available fields.
Available fields.
Column 2 layer headers and payload data. Column edge of table available.
Okay, that's all for the PCAPs. Now we'll do the network flows.
Row edge of table. Row 2 model. Column 3 protocol flow records. Edge of table. Column row 3 depth of information. Column 3 summary data doesn't contain the packet details and payload. Column row 4 main purpose. Column 3 summary of the traffic flow. Column row 5 pros. Column 3 provides a high level summary of the big picture encryption. Is not an obstacle. The flows don't use the packet payload. Column row 6 cons. Column 3 summary only. No payload.
Okay, there you go.
Column speech mode off.
That's still a little haphazard, but at least it's a little bit easier to parse, I think, that way. Available fields for those words with layer headers and payload data. Okay. The table above highlights the conceptual differences between PCAPs and network flow as a high level. Now, let's get into the more technical comparison of these two formats and understand why McSkitty chose this approach as a quick solution for understanding overall network traffic activities. Elf Forensic McBlue explained the differences in the tables below. Why are all these elves Scottish? We have a graphic with the alt text AOC _day _17 silk elf forensic McBlue statement. That's all we get from that particular image. I could probably AI it and see what's in there, but I'm not going to because they didn't want me to. This is the alt text we were given, so I guess we're just going to have to deal with the fact that this is all we know about this image. Elf Forensic McBlue. It's always good to gain quick insights on network activities. Key data files of PCAP format or PCAP. Oh god. Okay, let's listen. Let's just listen really quickly while I scroll through these particular bits of text here. See what happens.
Key data files. Heading level 5 bullet link layer information. Heading level 5 bullet. Heading level 5. 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 Heading level 5.
So I could be wrong, but I think there's a couple of heading level 5s hanging out on this page. Please don't do this. I know it makes it look a little larger, but it's really annoying for accessibility. It breaks the heading navigation structure. Please don't do it this way. Please. Okay, so it says link layer information, timestamp, packet length, MAC addresses, sources and destination MACs, IP and port information, sources and destinations IP addresses again, source and destination ports, TCP UDP information, application layer protocol details, packet data and payload, key data fields of network flow format, another ones, is IP and port information, source and destination IP addresses, source and destination ports, IP protocol, volume details in byte and packet metrics, TCP flags, time details, duration, start time, end time, sensor info, application layer protocol information. Okay, that was incomprehensible. Let's continue. Elf Forensic McBlue explains that the significant difference between PCAPs and network flows is the packet detail visibility and processing speed. Remember, McSkitty wants the statistics as soon as possible. He'll help the SSOC team, or SSOC, the Santa SOC, work on network flow. Network data collection and processing typically involves using network monitoring and analysis tools such as Wireshark, T-Shark, and TCP dump to collect information about the traffic on a network and then analyze that data to gain insights, troubleshoot, or conduct blue and purple team operations. That's a long sentence. Also, product and system-based solutions will help collect network data in flow format. The specific tools and methods you use will depend on the Size and complexity of your network and your objectives. Network data capturing analysis processes the Wireshark module, can help you get started. Okay. The ASOC team tells us, is it tells us or tell us? The team tells us, not tell us. Grammar Nazi. Ah! Okay. The SOC team tell us they have some PCAPs and network flow records, but the available data needs to be more organized and ready for analysis. Luckily, one of the team members remembered a suggestion from McSkitty. A graphic with the alt text AOC _day_17 silk McSkitty hints. Well, that's super helpful. Hints from McSkitty. You can collect network flows from endpoints and network devices in the same way as you can collect full packet captures. It's also possible to convert PCAPs to network flow if you need a quick look at network statistics on a pre-recorded file. Many open source tools can help you read network flows or convert PCAPs to network flow data, and Silk is one of the most popular choices. Good news, Elf Forensic McBlue has converted all the network traffic data to binary flow format, but you still need to discover how to analyze it. Follow-up of recommendations and explorations of tools. Let's continue with McSkitty's suggestion. Explore and use Silk to help SSOC in this task. Silk, or the System for Internet Level Knowledge tool suite, was developed by the CERT Situational Awareness Group at Carnegie Mellon University's Software Engineering Institute. Mellons don't go to school. Anyway, it contains various tools and binaries that allow users to collect, parse, filter, and analyze network traffic data. Now, full disclosure, I didn't read this entire task yet. I read up to and including the various Silk version things that you have to print out, and assumed from that most of it's going to be command line based. If that's not the case, we are pretty much, because I did not do any research about the actual flags. So yeah, here we go. In other words, Silk helps analysts gain insight into multiple aspects of network behavior. Graphic AOC _day_17 silk elf log McBlue. Helpful, I understand that. Silk can process direct flows, PCAP files, or PCAPs, like I keep saying, and binary flow data. In this task, you will experiment using Silk tools on binary formats to help the SSOC team achieve their goals. Elflog McBlue gives us the network flow data in binary flow format, so we now have enough data sources to get to work. Getting started with the Silk suite. The Silk suite has two parts, the packaging system and the analysis suite. The packaging system supports the collection of multiple network flow types, IPFix, NetFlow v9, and NetFlow v5, and stores them in binary files. The analysis suite contains the tools needed to carry out various operations, list, sort, count, and statistics on network flow records. The analysis tools also support Linux CLI pipes, allowing you to create sophisticated queries. The VM contains a binary flow file, suspicious-flows.silk, in the home Ubuntu desktop directory. You can verify this by clicking the terminal icon on the desktop and executing the following commands. Change directory, cd desktop, listing files ll. So that's actually kind of funny. They use ll here, which is an alias for ls-la, I think. It's a little interesting that they go straight for an alias command here. Like, it's good to know if you're doing this for a bit, but for newbies, I don't know. I just stick with LSA, but okay. Give an artifact, yeah, okay, we have just sort of a screenshot here that shows that off, and we see the output of ls. And yes, we see there is a suspicious flows.records file. Okay. The next step is discovering the details of the pre-installed Silk instance in the VM. Use the commands provided to verify the Silk suite's installation. Use the following command to verify and view the installation details. silk_config-v. At this point, I'm not going to switch the the OBS target yet, because I don't think anything of note is happening quite yet, but I will turn the speech on so you can hear what that sounds like.
Speech mode.
Silk underscore config dash v. Sounds kind of like this.
Silk config. Part of SciLK 3.19.1. Configuration settings. Star root of pack data tree. /var/silk /data. Star pack and logic. Runtime plugin. Star time zone support.
Okay, that's quite enough of that. 3.19.1. I'm going to write that version number down because I have a feeling that might be a question. 3.19.1. There we go. Oh, we even have a thing. Username. Okay. Silk. Part of Silk. Redacted. Yeah, okay, that's definitely a question because they blurred out the version number. So good thing that I wrote that down. It's 3.19.1. Probably have to install that if I type that in somewhere later. But what else is rejected? Hang on. Okay, no, that's just a cutoff point. Okay. Silk mainly works on data repository, but it can also process data sources not in the base data repository. By default, the data repository resides under the var/silk data directory, which can be changed by updating the Silk's main configuration file. Note that this task's primary focus is using the Silk suite for analysis. Therefore, we will only use the network flows given in the SSOC team, by the team. Quick win that will help you answer the questions. You now know which Silk version you are using. Lol, that you tell you that you have to write it down. Okay. Okay, flows, file properties with Silk. RW file info. Okay. One of the top 5 actions in packet and flow analysis is overviewing the file info. Silk Suite has a tool, RW file info, that makes this possible. Now, let's start working with the artifacts provided. We'll need to view the details of binary flows files using the command below. Okay, at this point, I'm going to switch over because I think we're going to do the harte Arbeit, the real het echte werk, as we say in Dutch, the real stoofs, as it were, where we actually have to show some command line foo. So at this point, I will just copy over and switch this to my little Windows terminal session here. Oop, there it goes. Okay. What command are we supposed to run? RW file info file name. And the file name would be that weird suspicious thing, I would assume. Let's see, where is Ubuntu? There. Okay, where are we?
Speech mode talk. /home/ubuntu/desktop. Ubuntu.
PWB. Okay, very good. So RW file info sus tab. There it goes. Let's see what it says.
Suspicious flows.silk. Format. id. FTRWIPv6ROUTING. 0x0C. Version 16. By order little endian. Compression. id. LZO1x. 2. Header length 88. Record length 88. Record version 1. Silk version 3.19.1. Count records 11,774. File size 152,366. Command lines. 1 rwfix 2 silk. Silk output equals test.silk. Ubuntu edit 10-10-18-161. /desktop $.
Well, that was the whole entire thing. Let's see what we're supposed to do with all this information. Okay, actually we got a response. We see the exact same thing that my computer just blurted out for us, so that's good. Okay, my computer is blurting into you guys' ears as well, right? Yes, it is. Okay, good. This tool helps you discover the file's high-level details. Now you should see the Silk version, header length, the total number of flow records, and file size. Quick win that will help you answer the questions. You now know how to view the sample size in terms of count records. I'm assuming that command is what we have to fill in for the question. RW file info, we'll keep that in mind. Reading flow files, rwcut. rwcut reads binary flow records and prints those selected by the user in text format. It works like a reading and filtering tool. For instance, you can open and print all the records without any filter or parameters as shown in the command and terminal below. I don't think we want to be doing that. I think that's going to be a huge amount of text, and we don't want that scrolling across my screen. Note that this command will print all records in your console and stop at the last record line. Yeah, we don't want that. Investigating all these records at once can be overwhelming, especially when working with large flows. Therefore, you need to manage the rwcut tool's output size using the following command. rwcut file --numrex equals 5. This command limits the output to show only the first 5 records lines and helps to analyze. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's like a head, basically. Note, you can also view the bottom of the list by --tail-rack equals 5. Okay, rwcut. Okay, we see this, and we have an example that says, is that DIP? Oh yeah, destination. Okay, this is a whole entire thing. Yeah, okay, let's have the computer read it. It's very cybery.
Speech blank. SIP DIP export deport pro PKS bits FLTSS time ver. E time. 175.215.235.223 175.215.223
Okay, the reason it resettled and continues is because there's a bar character, like a vertical bar character in between these, like a markdown table, and essentially that bar gets ignored by my punctuation settings. So I'm really glad I have Braille for this. Let's just say that. Okay, I see 175.215.235.223 awfully often. I'm going to copy that IP. I think it's going to come in handy later. Oh, we just got a message. Get away. But 255.235.223. Yeah, I'm going to copy that into my little note because I keep seeing it in this read. And I would not be surprised if it's relevant later. So I'll paste that in Notepad. There we go. Scroll past the example here and see what else we need to do. Up to this point, we read flows with rwcut. Now let's discover the filtering options offered by this tool. Recheck the output. It's designed by column categories, meaning there's a chance to filter some. rwcut has great filtering parameters that will help you do this. At this point, the --fields parameter will help you extract particular columns from the output and make it easier to read. Okay. rwcut file name --fields equals protocol, SIP, sport, DIP, dport. And in that, S is like small and D is small, and everything else is IP is all large, and then port has a capital P. So that's how it works. Num.records equals 5, so that's the top 5 thing. This command shows the first 5 records, protocol type, source and destination IPs, and source and destination ports. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, that tells us a little bit more about, that shows us another example. I see that same IP a bunch of times. This view is easier to follow. Note that you can filter other columns using their tags in the filtering parameters. The alternative filtering field options are listed below. Okay, what do we got? Source IP, SIP, a destination IP, DIP, source port, sport, with like a big P, destination port, D port. Then we have duration, stime, S time, and time is E time, and so forth. One more detail to pay attention to before proceeding. Look again at the rwcut terminal above and check the protocol column. You should have noticed the numeric values under the protocol section. This column shows the used protocol in decimal format. You'll need to pay attention to this section as Silk highlights protocols in binary form, i.e. 6 or 17, not in keywords, i.e. SCP or UDP. Does that say SCP or TCP? Oh, TCP or UDP, sorry. Below, Forensic McBlue explains the importance of this detail and how it will help you help your cyber career. A graphic with the alt text AOC _day _17 _silk hints from Forensic McBlue. I don't think we get to know these hints. That's rude. In the forensics aspect of network traffic, every detail is represented by numerical values. To master network traffic and packet analysis, you must have a solid knowledge of protocol numbers, including decimal and hex representations. Note that IANA assigns Internet Protocol numbers. Examples: ICMP equals 1, IPv4 is 4, TCP is 6, and UDP is 17. Quick win that will help you answer the questions. You now know the date of the sixth record in the given sample. No, I don't. Let's find out. So we would do rwcut --numrec equals 6 --fields equals Let's scroll up a little bit. Was it just... Let's see. Date. I don't see date. I only see destination. I see start time. I guess we can do S time. Let's do S time. S time.
Speed user rwcut. Help for usage. Rwcut. No input file specified on the command line.
Oops.
Start window. Search.
My bad.
My
bad.
R. C U T space dash. Space. iShasflows.silk. S time 2023/12/05T93307.719 2023/2020 Ubuntu 2020 S time 2020.
But the sixth one is 2023/12/05 T093306.755. I'm going to copy that because we might need it later.
09:33:07.755
That is very interesting.
2023.
It does that because...
TryHackMe Advent of Cyber.
Oh no, it's stuck.
Star 3.1. 107 blank. Paste. 2020 blank.
Give me a minute.
Variant read. Blank. 20 blank.
I don't know how that exactly happened. The UIA glitch, I'm assuming. The higher pitch usually indicates a capital, but you can't capitalize a number, so I'm not sure what happened there, but okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Quick win to the... You now know the date of the 6th record in the given sample. Yes, we do. I just copied that out. Thank you for telling me. Filtering the event of interest. rwfilter. Ooh la la. We've covered how to read and filter particular columns with rwcut, but we'll need to implement conditional filters to extract specific records from the flow. rwfilter will help us implement conditional and logical filters to I just crashed. To extract records for the event of interest. rwfilter is an essential part of the Silk suite. It comes with multiple filters for each column in the sample you're working on, and is vital for conducting impactful flow analysis. However, even though rwfilter is essential and powerful, it has a tricky detail. It requires its output to be post-processed. This means that it doesn't display the result on the terminal, and as such, it's most commonly used with rwcut to view the output. View the examples below. rwfilter name. This command reads the flows with rwfilter and retrieves and outputs an output error, and the output option is rwfilter output error. What? Oh. Retrieves an output error as the output option is not specified. Okay, that is true. We have an example here that says no outputs specified, in brackets. Use rwfilter -- help for usage. Okay. Well, I think this is going to tell us what to do, so I don't think we need to do that. The command is missing filtering and passing output options, which is why it didn't provide any result in return. Let's explore the essential filtering options and then pass the results to rwcut to view the output. Okay. Remember Elf Forensic McBlue's hints on protocols and decimal representation. Let's start by filtering all UDP records using the protocol filter and output processing options. That would be number 17. I remember because I am clever. rwfilter file name -- protocol equal proto, not protocol, proto -- proto equals 17 -- pass equals std out bar rwcut -- num -rax equals 5. This command filters all UDP records with rwfilter, passes the records, the first 5 records with our output to rwcut, and displays the first record of rwcut. Yeah, okay. Note, the -- pass equals std out bar section must be set to process the output with pipe and rwcut. Okay. rwfilter and output processing with rwcut. Okay. Here you have an example, essentially doing that. Exactly what I just said. And we get some results here. Yeah, everything is 17 protocol. Yeah, 17. And I see that's 175, 175, 173, 221, 595. Oh, okay, like a whole entire bunch of numbers. All with the 17 protocol, which is UDP. We can now filter record on the event of interest. The alternative filtering field options are listed below. What is the event of interest though? I don't know. Protocols -- proto. Possible values are 0 to 255. Okay. Ports. Any -- a port. Source port -- s port. Destination port -- d port. Say it goes on for possible values 0.7 0-65535 obviously. IP filters, any IP address, source address, yep, same deal. Volume filters, number of packets, number of bytes. Okay, now you know how to filter and pass the records to post-processing with Unix pipes. We will use the alternative filter options provided in the upcoming steps. This section is a quick onboarding, so to make you comfortable with rwfilter. We still need a big picture summary to decide where to focus with rwfilter. So consider this step as preparation for the operation. We have the essential tools we need to zoom in on the event of interest. Still don't know what that is. Let's discover some statistics and help the SSOT team check out what's happening on the network. Okay, quick win that will help you answer the question. You now know how to filter the records and view the source port number of the 6th UDP record available in the sample provided. Okay. We will try that. We will try that. So, let's see. rwfilter. Let me look at the last example that we had, because it came awfully close to us doing that. Yeah, let's scroll up. rwfilter, suspicious file flows. Okay, suspicious flows. Yep. -- proto equals 17. It would be -- what was a destination port? I don't even remember. Look for the word quick real quick. You now know how to filter the records and view the source port, so I guess S port. Oh, no, we still have to do proto equals 17, because we need to do all the UDP records. Proto equals 17 -- pass equals std out bar rwcut -- tail num rec equals 6 -- fields equals s port.
Speech 53. 40, 50, 40, 50, 59 port.
Apparently the number is 53, so I'll write that down in my little notebook. There we go. I hope we did that right. I like how they sort of gently point out that, hey, you should now be able to do this thing. All right. Quick statistics, RW stats. Up to this point, we have covered fundamental tools that help provide some statistics on traffic records. It's now time to speed things up for a quicker and more automated overview of the events. Okay. Before you start to work in RW stats, you need to remember how to use the fields parameter we covered in rwfilter section to fire alternative filtering commands for the events of interest. I still don't know what that is. If you need help using these parameters, return to the rwfilter section and practice using the parameters provided. If you are comfortable with this previous tools, let's move on and discover the power of statistics. Oh, RW stats, file name, -- fields equals dport, -- values equals records, packets, bytes, SIP, distinct, DIP, distinct. Count equals 10. Count means limits the number of records printed on the console. Values equals records, packets, bytes. Shows the measurement in flows, packets, and bytes. Values equals SIP distinct, DIP distinct. Shows the number of unique IP addresses that used the filtered field. This command shows the top 5 destination ports which will help you understand where the outgoing traffic is going. RW stats and top 5. Okay, yeah, it shows us this here. Suspicious flow, blah, blah, blah. Can we see anything in this, or is this redacted? So it says 53, 4160, 4333, 460,579. What? That's not a port number. Oh, I see. Okay, no, that's not a port number. Fair enough. So it's 5380, 4557, whatever that is. 53,176 and redacted. Yeah, dang it. We now have better statistics with less effort. Look at the terminal output above. It shows us the top destination ports and the number of IP addresses involved with each port. This can help us discover anomalies and report our findings together with the SSOC team. Remember, flow analysis doesn't focus on the deep details and you work on doesn't focus on the deep details as you work on Wireshark. The aim is to foresee the boundaries of the threat scope. Quick win that will help you answer the questions. You now know how to list statistics and discover the volume on the port numbers. Assemble the toolset and start hunting anomalies. Okay, now it gets interesting. Congratulations, you have all the necessary tools and have completed all the necessary preparation steps. Now it's time to use what you have learned and save Christmas. Let's start by listing the top talkers on the network. RW stats, file name, -- fields equals SIP, -- values equals bytes, -- count equals 10, top. Let's see. We're going to run this command without really any modifications. I'm going to paste it in here. We just need to change the file name here. Okay. Just remove this bit, do sus tab, and turn on the speech so we can hear what this does.
Speech mode talk. Input 11,774 records for 8 bins and 1,412,597 total bytes. Output top 10 bins by bytes. SIP bytes percent bytes QMO percent 175.219.238.243,735,229.52.04803.652.04803.6.
Okay, a whole bunch of numbers. Interesting. So that first one is the top talker, as it were. Okay. So we did this, yeah. Hunting with Silk. Yeah, we did. This is a little example of what we just saw. Yeah, something's redacted. Okay. Check the percent bytes column. We have revealed the traffic volume distribution and identified the top 3 talkers on the network. Let's list the top communication pairs to get more meaningful, enriched statistical data. This right here is why I don't want to do blue team stuff. I don't like this at all. It's kind of like, I'm sure you see the patterns here, but I'm really not seeing it that well. Okay. This is the command we need to run. rwfilter, file name, -- fields equals SIP and DIP with a comma in between, -- values equals records, comma bytes, comma packets, -- count equals 10. I need to do this again. File name, we're going to do suspicious. There it goes, and boom. Oh.
Speed bottom, user filter, help for usage. Ubuntu edit user will filter, unrecognized option, fields equals SIP, DIP. Ubuntu edit R.
Have we made a mistake?
Double FILTER space SUS O S K FIELDS equals SIP comma D IP space dash.
This again.
Variant read.
Why is it not understanding that? That is kind of weird.
Filter unrecognized option fields equals SIP. Ubuntu edit 10-10-18. Input 11,700.
Did like that one well enough.
Ubuntu edit 10-10.
I'm not sure what's happening there. Okay, well, maybe we can skip it. Let's see, hunting, yeah. Okay, we have an example here. Blah, blah. Look at the percent bytes and percent record columns. These two columns highlight where the majority of the traffic originates. Now, the top talkers stand out since they are creating the majorities of the noise on the network. Remember what we found in the last part of the RW stats. The high traffic volume is on port 53. Let's focus on the DNS records and figure out who is involved. Okay, let's see if this command works then. This is an rwfilter. Yep, it goes to that. I just trying to copy all this so I have it all. There. Whoop. All right, so what we do is we delete this real quick. Delete this whole entire command. We paste this in. We go to the beginning, change the file name out, and then we should, with a little bit of luck, just get retro results.
Speed 175 1 to lift 10 1 S out and to lift 10 10 input output top 10 by records SIP DIP records bytes packets for 100.
So the source IP for these seems to be 175 173 221.
Speech mode off.
Okay, is that the IP we're meant to be finding? Hunting with Silk, okay. Yep. I'm seeing this here too. Yeah, 175 170 221. Going to 175, 219, 238, 243. We filtered all records that use port 53 either as a source or destination port. The output shows that approximately 99% of the DNS it's abnormal unless DNS traffic occurred between these two IP addresses. That's a lot of DNS traffic, and it's abnormal unless one of these hosts is a DNS server. Even though the traffic volume doesn't represent ordinary traffic, let's view the frequency of the requests using the following command. Okay, I will do my due diligence and paste that command into the command. It's very long. We will have to remove the file name again, and we have this as our response here. It's a very long command. rwfilter suspicious flows.silk -- s address equals IP dash here. Okay, we need to actually put something in there. I will put it in there. What was it? 175, 175. .175 dot something dot 221. Let me look it up real quick. 173.221. That's what it was. 173.221. D port equals 73. Pass equals STD out. rwcut. Fields equals SIP DIP S time bar head dash 10. This is the
speed 175.175.173.221.175.219.238.2432023/12/0842844.825.
That's one thing. Okay. So what is this supposed to prove? We filtered all records that use port 53 either as a source or destination port. The output shows that we've already done this, I think. Yeah, okay, so this is the result of that, blah, 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 blah. We'll scroll past this. Red flag, over 10 DNS requests in less than a second are anomalous. We should highlight this communication pair in our report. Note that we filtered the second talker, ends with 221, as it's the source address of the first communication pair. Let's look at the other IP address with the same command. Okay, so we will copy that whole entire command again. Copy that. We're gonna paste it in here. We're going to fill in the parameters. The first one is, of course, again, suspicious flow. Suspicious flow dot silk -- s address equals IP here. We have to find it. Where's my cursor gone?
Space S dash space dash S A D D R E S E I P A E R E space E R E A dash P I.
Oh, stop squeaking.
Variant read. Speech mode off.
Let's see. What was the IP for that? That was 175.219.238.243. Okay, so 175.219.238.243. 238.243. Anything else? 53 pass. No, it's really the same thing as before. What's that show?
Speech SIPDIPS time. Ubuntu lib 10 bottom. SI Ubuntu lib 10 dash 10 dash.
That thing never responds.
SIPD Ubuntu lib. TryHackMe advent of site red flag over 10 link DN the same command. Bullet head minus 10. Speech mode off.
For some reason I get no response doing that, and they don't either. The second command provides 0 results, meaning the second IP address ends with 243, didn't send any packets over the DNS port. Note that we will elaborate on these findings in our detection notes. One final check is left before concluding the DNS analysis and proceeding to the remaining connection pairs. We need to check the host we marked as suspicious to see if other hosts on the network have interacted with it. Use the following command. This, not gonna lie, this one's a little sloggy. Oh, this is meant to be exciting, I think, because you're like looking for patterns. This is not really my thing. I'm doing my best here, but it's not really my thing. Suspicious, yeah. Any IP address equals IP here. Okay. Where are we?
Speech mode off.
Yep, put a space here because there's no space. We'll move this bit. And that's again that 175.175. Did I note that down by any chance? Can I just get it from here? No, not that particular one. Okay, that's annoying. We'll scroll up real quick. 173.221. That's it. Yeah. 173.221. Okay. Yep. Show me thy secrets. SIP DIP values equals records backwards bytes backwards and count equals 10. Here we go. Oh yeah, I fixed that.
Variant 175. Variant read. 201 Ubuntu lib 175.175.173.221
Okay, that 205 number is new. I think we haven't seen that before. Let's see. Yeah, one final check. We did that. What else does it say? Yeah, 175. Okay, it talks to itself. Oh no. So we have 219.233.243. Okay. What else we got? 205.213.108.99 is another thing that we keep seeing. Look at the command results. There is one more IP address interaction ends with 99. Yeah, I saw that. Let's focus on this new pair by overviewing the communicated ports to identify these services. Okay, here we go again. All right, we'll paste this in. We'll put the file name in the right place again. What do we need to fill in? Any IP address IP here. I'm going to assume they want that new one that ends in 99. I'm going to fill that one in here so we can see the results here. Where is it? Here. 205.213.108.99. 205.203.108.99.
Speech room stats invalid fields. No match was found for the field D port. Ubuntu lib 10 dash Ubuntu lib 10 R.
Okay. Did they fudge with the hell?
Space 0 1 E T N U O C that space T R O P D comma D P.
That's what should be a small d. Okay. That's bad. You should check your command results before you put them in a thing that teaches people.
Room stats invalid fields. No match was found for the field D port. Ubuntu lib 10 dash.
Huh?
Variant Ubuntu lib 10 dash 10 dash 0.
I just changed that. What the hell?
T-R-O-P-D-P-P-P,
I changed that. Should be a small d.
P-P-D, comma. Variant D.
Yeah.
Room stats, invalid fields. No match was found for the field D port. Ubuntu edit 10-10. Room stats, invalid field.
No, it was found for the D port. Then what is it?
Speech mode off.
Let's see what's happening here. Do I put a comma behind it? Okay, invalid fields. Not sure what's going wrong here. This is what you get when you just pay dumbly copy paste. I realized that, but okay. See what it says here. There are 4 records on UDP port 123. We can mark this as normal since there's no high volume data on it. Remember, UDP port 123 is commonly used by the NTP service. From the volume, it looks just as it should. Okay. Up to this point, we have revealed the potential C2 over DNS. We can now elaborate on these findings in our detection notes. Detection notes, the C2 TAS, a TAT. Graphic with the text AOC underscore day underscore 17 underscore silk detective notes. The communication pair that uses the DNS port is suspicious, and there is a sign that there is an C2 channel using a DNS connection. Elaboration points are listed below. The source IP address ends in 221, sent massive DNS requests in short intervals. This pair must be analyzed at the packet level. According to the flows, the destination address has a higher chance of being the DNS server. This means the source address might be an infected host communicating with the C2. DNSCat2 is a tool that creates C2 tunnels over DNS packets, so it will be helpful to consider or as generic patterns created with DNSCat2 or a similar tool in further analysis and detection phases. Did we find Tracy McGreedy's C2 channel? Now, let's continue the analysis to discover if there are any more anomalies. Remember the quick statistics rwstats where we discovered the massive volume on the DNS port. That section also highlighted the volume on port 80. Let's quickly check who is involved in that port traffic. Another command. We'll copy it. Okay, it looks to be like a one-liner this time, not like a one that spills over like 1 or 2 lines. We will put the file name in here again, so that's suspicious thingies. rwfilter suspicious dash flows.silk dash dash a port equals 80 dash dash pass equals std out bar rwstats dash dash field equals s capital IP d capital IP d capital port dash dash count equals 10. Does it work this time? It does. Nice.
Speech mode, speed room stat, Ubuntu edit 10 room stats, invalid fields. No match was found for the...
No, again it didn't work. Why is D port constantly failing? What if I remove D port?
10-18-1 space T-R-O-P-D. Room stats, invalid fields. No match was found for the field. Ubuntu edit 10-10-18. Variant read. Ubuntu edit Z1-E-T-N-O-C space comma space comma. Room stats, invalid fields. No match was found for the field DIP. Ubuntu edit 10-10-.
This is so strange.
Ubuntu edit.
I'm looking at the command here, a port equals 80.
Z1-E-T-N-U-O-C dash space 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 space. Input 3439 records for 2.
What?
Ubuntu at speech mode off.
Okay, so this is really bad parsing. I'm sorry. What's happening here is that an extra space in the command, which I didn't put there, by the way, that was already there in the copy pastable example, entirely throws it off. That is awfully coded. I'm sorry. That is really easy to not have happen. Just trim your stupid parameters. Holy.
Speech input 3439.
Now it's happy. Now it works fine.
Speech mode off. Speech mode deep.
So what do we got
Speech
here?
SIPD 175.215.235.223 175.215.235.223
Okay, we definitely see the same IP over and over again. That's I think the one that I copied before. Yeah, 215.235.223 is one that we see all the time. We listed the connection pairs that created the noise. Let's reveal the one that created the load by focusing on the destination port. Okay, here we go again. Now at least I know why this happened, so I can fix it, or at least be mindful of it. A space. Oh my god, a space. What is this, 1991? Okay, this makes me annoyed. Seriously, that was not necessary. Okay, suspicious. Yep, there we go. A port equals to 80, that's hash per, yeah, where's port, field equals, again, this is going to fail because I see a space at the end there. We'll move the space. This is really good that I have a braille display, otherwise I would have never found this out. There we go.
Speech 175.215.236.2 speech mode off.
Okay, let's see what the, I'm just going to let, tell me what the conclusions we should be tracking here. Redacted, yeah, whatever. We have now listed all the addresses that used port 80 and revealed that the address ending in 236.223 was the one that created the noise by sending requests. Remember, we don't have the payloads to see the request details, but the flow details can give some insights about the pattern. 236.223. Let me just really quickly note that one down. Here, this one. 175.215.236.223. I'm copying that into my notebook because we might need it for like a question later or whatever. Here we go. Okay. What now? Let's view the frequency and flags of the requests to see if there's any abnormal patterns there. Okay. I will happily follow you into the mouth of the unknown there, friends. I have no idea what we're doing, to be fair. I kind of understand what we're doing. Okay, we're looking at numbers, but given I want to do this quickly, I actually don't really have the time to really dig into the numbers we're seeing. And it's faster for me to just look at what people are saying. Yeah. Passing, arches, fields, IP, the flag, this time. Okay, yeah, show me. There we go. Error writing to the stream, std out, broken pipe. Okay.
Speech blank, command head from dev corridors, blank, command head not found, did you mean? Blank. Ubuntu lib 10 175.2.
Did I make another mistake?
Space.
Oh, there's a space at the end. Is that why?
Space bar space E space SIPD port.
My God.
Rwfilter error writing to stream stout 175.215.235.223.223 175.215.235.223 ADS 2023/12/05T93307.757.
Okay.
Speech mode off.
Sure, I don't really see any flags in there, but sure. Let's see what the thing shows here. 80S. Yeah, I don't know what short S means here. A series of SYN packets sent in less than a second needs attention and clarification. Let's view all the packets sent by that host first. Okay, I'm honestly starting to wonder if this is more tedious or the machine learning things were. All right, let's go. Oh, I can't move. There we go. Yeah. Excuse me, I could have sworn I heard one of the pets misbehaving, but it's all good, I think. Suspicious. What do we got? Source address is that thing that we found. Pass equal std out, rw stats, fields, SIP, flag, DIP. Count is 10.
Speeds 1 SIP flags DR 175.215.236.223 S 175.215.235.223 100.00000 100.00000.
Okay, so it's all coming from that one host. Interesting. Look at the results. No ACK packet has been sent by that host. This pattern is starting to look suspicious now. Let's take a look at the destination's answers. Okay. This is a long one. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Let's see what we got. We need to put the file name in again. Doop. We got the 175.215.235.223. That's the thing we were talking to earlier. And we're going to look at what that's sending back, which is this.
107 IP flags 175.215.235.223 SA 175.215.236.223 1781 100.00000 speech mode off.
SA, which I'm assuming is SYN acknowledged. Let's see what it says. The destination address sends SYN ACK packages to complete the three-way handshake process. That's expected. However, we have already revealed that the source address only sends SYN packets. It's supposed to send an ACK messages after receiving SYN ACK responses to complete three-way handshake. This looks like a port scan, like an Nmap scan or something. That's a red flag and looks like a DOS attack. Oh, I thought it was like a... That's how some Nmap port scans work as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I guess a DOS attack. We'll elaborate this in our detective notes, but we still need to check if this host has interacted with other hosts on the network using the following command. I think this is one of the last ones. I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, we're gonna fill it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Paste. Here we go. Okay, Suspicious. Yeah, here we go. So it's this time it's rwfilter suspicious flags silk dash any dash address equals 175.215.236.223. Pass std out rwstats dash fields equals sip dip dash count equals 10. And that's going to fail because I see a space at the end of the fields thing. And someone is spamming the flip out of me on Telegram. Cease. Alright, here we go.
Speech users choose one of count, threshold, or stats. No stopping condition was entered.
Uh-oh. Did we miss a bit?
TryHackMe Advent of Cyber 2023. Google Chrome. H for you. Speech mode off.
Did I not type in the... Count is right there.
Speech user choose one of... Variant read. Space.
What is there?
Z1ETNUOC dash space. User stats. Help for usage. Choose one of count, threshold, or
count, threshold, or percentage. What is wrong with these commands? Seriously.
W S F P O U S O S I F K space dash.
Yeah.
A 2 3 6 2 2 3.
Just looking for error spaces and things now, real quick. Just give me a second here.
A S S E S T O U T S T S dash S T S dash. FIELDS equals SIP, DIP space. Variant read dash COUNT equals 1 space 0. Room stats, no stopping condition was end speech.
I don't know why it's not working. Okay. Something is just not letting me do it. Luckily, there are no further interactions, so we can conclude the analysis and elaborate on the findings in our notes. Thank flip. Detective notes, not a water flood. Graphic AOC underscore day underscore 17 underscore silk detective notes. Graphics, we don't get to see what's in there. The communication pair that uses port 80 is suspicious and there's a sign of a DOS attack. Elaboration points are listed below. The source IP address ends in 236223, sent many TCP SYN packets in short intervals. The suspicious address didn't send an ACK request representing a TCP three-way handshake process. There's a high probability of a SYN flood attack. Who is trying to DOS that particular host and why? Is that host compromised, or do we have an insider? AOC underscore DA underscore 17 underscore silk, SSOC, and McSkitty. Conclusion. Now, congratulations, you helped the SSOC team identify the network traffic statistics and report the potential anomalies to McSkitty. In this task, we have covered the fundamentals of the network's traffic data analysis process. We have also explained the two standard network data formats, PCAPs and network flows, and demonstrated how to analyze network flow data using the Silk suite. Now practice what you have learned by answering the questions below. Which version of Silk is installed on the VM? That was 3.19.1. I hope we have the answers that we need for most of this already. What is the size of the flows in the... My Bluetooth is misbehaving a little bit. It makes it hard to read. What is the size of the flows in the count records? Let me find that out again because I don't remember. RW file info sus. That was... Let's see.
Speech me bottom. Give one rwfilter to silk command lines. File size 152,366.
No.
Count records 11,700.
11774, if I'm not mistaken, is the number they want there. 1177. 11774 is correct. Hooray! What is the start time, S time, of the 6th record in the file? Well, we did check that out. It's in our notes, so we'll see if that was the right time that we found. 2023/12/05 T09:33:07.755. We have to remove the little bar at the end there. We're going to copy this bit. Oh, I should put the... Hang on, we're done with the command line for the moment, so I'm going to switch it back to the Chrome screen real quick. There. We're filling out the questions. This one goes here, and I'm pretty sure that's correct. And the system agrees with me. Very nice. What is the destination port of the 6th UDP record? I'm pretty sure that was port... Oh, no, that was not port whatever I thought it was. What is the destination port of the 6th UDP record? So we would need to do rwfilter - proto equals 17 - pass equals std out bar rwcut - fields equals dport -numrec equals 6. That should be the right command. Destination port of the 6th UDP record, yeah. So if we run that command, we should see a error processing headers of file. Unexpected end of file. What?
Speech mode speech Ubuntu rwcut user filter help for usage was specified and no files are present on the command line.
Oh, my bad. Forget the suspicious bit.
Space. Vicious flows dots. Filter must specify partitioning rules when using pass destination user filter help for Ubuntu W R
What?
R R R W F S P I I O U S F L O S S I L K dash
Proto 17
P A
pass std out. What am I missing here?
Deport 53 59,580 53 47,888 53 49,950.
Okay, there we go. So the 6th one is 49950. Let's see if that's correct. I think that's correct. That sounds about right. 49950 is the correct answer. Hooray, yippee-yi-you. What is the record value percentage of the dport 53? Good Christ. Okay. So we're going to really quickly rehash a thing we did before. 90 port equals 53. Passes RW stats fields equals. No, not that one. Need another one. 3 passes that as a result fields as time. No, not that one either. That's again not the one we want. Pretty sure there's literally a command exactly this with exactly this. A record. Let's see. Percent records. There it is. Yep. Okay, so if we take this command here. Actually, no, not this one. That's not this one. Let's go find one that's a little bit less. Quickly looking at these other records that we've already seen. I'm seeing if there's anyone that we can just grab it from here. Look at the percent records. These two columns highlight whether the majority of the traffic originates. Now the top talkers stand out since they are in the majority. Okay. Yeah. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh, I think we might see it with this. Let's see. Let's run this command here in particular. Okay, copy that. Feel like a radio operator. Copy that. CK. I'm just doing some other stuff in the command line here real quick. It's a little bit cumbersome to have to switch back and forth all the time, but I'm trying. Yep. A port up, STD out, that's fields equals SCP, DIP, values equals records, bytes, packets. Right, so boom.
Speed 175.219.
Let's see, 49 point. This says 100.0000, which is not correct.
175.175.173.221, 175.219.238.243, 160, SI output, input, 8318 records output, top 10 inside records. Speech mode off.
Honestly, I can't really figure this one out right now. I might have to do it after on the off screen because I really can't find it. That's the first time. This is really not my area, so my apologies. Okay, just for the D port 53, I do not know. Can I have a hint? What does it say? RDB stats can help. Yeah, I'm sure it can, but it's not really helping me at the moment. What is the number of bytes transmitted by the top talker on the network? That one I do know. Let's see. Talker. Are the suspicious flow fields as what?
Speech mode blank. SIP bytes percent bytes QMO percent 175.219.238.243 redacted 52. Blank top. User driving slash.
Oh, you're mean. You're mean, my friend.
I
I have to go do it myself. Okay, very well.
Top selected. Stats. Star 3.1 event to 10-10-8 event.
You're very mean.
W S T A T S.
But this I can do. Oh, it didn't actually take out the thing this time. Okay.
Input 11,770. 82.1111 S out. Input allowed SIP bytes
So
100.
that number is 735229 looks to be the answer. 735229. Is that right? 735229. Am I looking at the right thing? Yes, I was. Okay, perfect. That's correct. What is the S-time value of the first DNS record going to port 53? Hint? List the frequency of DNS requests sent to port 53. In defanged format. You are so particular. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. Honestly, this one, what is the S-time value of the first DNS record going to port 53? My brain is mush, honestly, at this point about all these stats. I probably will do these once I've had some time to take a break. And I'll put them in a video description because I really don't know. This one we can figure out though. I'm pretty sure it might be that 226, 223 host that we wrote down. So let me find that real quick. Yeah, this one. And I need to defang it. So we're going to take this host here. We're going to paste it in there. Boom. And it wants me to defang it. And I have to defang it using... It doesn't say that either. It just sort of lets you like stow on that, I think. Does it say that in the field format? Let's see. Oh no, it does say it. Okay, is that left brackets or braces? That's brackets. So I'm gonna paste this and then wrap the dots in brackets. There. That's not the one. Okay. Or I did something wrong. Let me see. 175, 215, 236, 223. Then it's the other one. It's the 175, 175 one. Which of course I didn't. Oh! 235, 235. Is that the one what you just did? We can try turning this 5 into a 6. There's a couple of ones that we saw zip by. No, it's not that one. So it's the other one, which we did not write down. So I'm going to scroll up real quick, find it. 175, 175. 173, 221. Yeah, that's the one that we want, I think. 2201. Boop. Okay. This is, I think, by far the longest one we've done so far. Wow. I'm tired. Left, right. Left and right. Left and right. And is it correct? Yes, it is. So the correct IP is 175.175.2 and the dots are in left and right brackets, so without the shift. Which IP address is suspected to be the flood attacker in again with this? Okay, that could be this one then. This is honestly on me. I should have kept better notes on these IP addresses. But there's so much happening with all these stats, all these commands we're running, that it's actually kind of hard to figure out when to write stuff down. Stop telegramming me, people. I'm trying to do a video. Should have turned it off. Yep, that's the correct one. So which IP address is suspected to be the flood attacker in defunct format is 175.215.236.223. What is the sent SYN packet's number of records? I don't know. Wait. What is the sent packet number of records? Okay. Yeah, the SYN packets. Let me see if I can find that out. In all these stat things. Okay, it does look like we might be able to figure this one out. I'm pretty sure that's in this command here. You just watch that that's one of the ones that we just couldn't get to work earlier. Let's see. Suspicious flows, yeah. Source, yeah. Yep. Field 6, SIP, DIP, dport, flag, S-time, head. Okay, show me.
Speed 100 filter, bottom, refill 175 point.
Yep. Yep.
Ubuntu Elip 10-10-18-100, Ubuntu Elip 10-10-18-161, slash desktop $ stats suspicious flows.silk, fields equals SIP, values equals bytes, count equals 10, top, stats, bytes, count equals 10, top.
Why am I not seeing bytes now?
Input 11,774 records for 8 bins, and 1,412,597 total bytes. Output top 10 bins by bytes, SIP bytes percent, bytes cumul percent, 175.219.238.243,735,229.50. TryHackMe advent of cyber 2023.
How many numbers do we need for that? Let's see.
Answer for which IP address is suspected to be the flood attacker in definite format 123. Answer format. What is the sent SYN packet's number of records? Answer format 4-star edit.
Oh, this is records, and we are looking at bytes. I think we don't have records in this command. Let me quickly go over it. Zoof. Yeah, fields, bytes. No, we need records. Where's my cursor there? So I'm going to do records.
Speed 87 D82 87 D 87 D6 colon E3 200 100 SI out input Ubuntu Elip info output top 10 bins by SIP records percent records cumul percent 175.175.173.22
I see 4162. Let's see if that's correct. 4162. It's not. That's not the right.
Ubuntu Elip 87 D6 colon E3 colon DZ7 colon 205 181.209 SIP records percent records cumul percent 175.175.173.22 141.62 35.34907 35.34907 175.219.238.243 4158 180 D6 colon E2 108 205.213.108.9920.016987999.991507. Speech mode off.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to find that one out when I'm done here as well, because I'm tired. I cannot make any sense of these numbers. I need a better strategy to sift through all this, honestly. I'm not prepared to do these properly. Next question. We've successfully analyzed network close to gain a quick statistics. If you want to delve deeper into networks, packets, and network data, you can look at the network security and traffic analysis module. Let's just say we did. And that's it. Okay, seriously, this is the first room where I just don't immediately have all the answers. And I think given that this is day... What are we at this point? Day 17. We're at day 17. This is the first time this has happened to me. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Honestly, yeah, I'll look up the answers to the questions we currently just don't have, because this is a rough one. Honestly, I'm tired. I hope this was helpful nonetheless. I'm going to make sure that the question answers are in the description box. For now, I'm going to get something to drink because I am very thirsty. And yeah, this was day 17 of Advent of Cyber 2023. This room has defeated me, I must say. And this is reminding me that I'll definitely not be wanting to do any kind of analysis cybersec job, but maybe if I find better tooling and just a better understanding of how it all works, I might get better at this. Right now, this is just something, this is literally the first time I'm doing all of this, and yeah, I can't quite see the 433s at this point. So I'm going to pause it here, find the answers, put them in the video description, upload this video, and then we'll see you again for the next one. I'm sorry this one is so very long. I hope it was entertaining nonetheless. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.